Good morning to all of you. Myself Surya Chandan Sahu, faculty in Department of Electrical Engineering, Bose, Cuttack. I am presenting about electrical installation and estimating, and I am discussing about the electrical domestic installation. So previous class we have discussed about what are the types of domestic installation and also what are the accessories required for wiring installation, and we will discuss today's class, we will discuss details about all the accessories. So after energy meter is the supplier side, and for domestic consumer first is main switch. So main switch is the controlling equipment which is connected for or disconnected the main supply. So this is one type of main switch, it is of iron clad. This main switch may be DPIC or TPIC. So what is DPIC? So DPIC, that is your double pole iron clad. So this DPIC switch is used for only single phase supply, that is 230 volt, 230 volt. So for 3 phase supply we are using TPIC, that is triple pole iron clad. For 3 phase supply we are using TPIC, that is triple pole iron clad, and its range is 440 volt. So similarly the fuse rating also for DPIC maximum is our 30 ampere, 5 ampere or 10 ampere, 15 ampere or 30 ampere for 230 or 250 volt. आमर 5 ampere जदि आमर single storied building हेइथिबो 1-2 room थिबो, for 15 ampere आउ टिके बिगर जोटी आमर लोड अधिका यूज होउची 30 एम्पियर. सो मैक्सिमम सिंगल फेज पई आमर आसुची 30 एम्पियर. जोटी आमर बड़ इंडस्ट्रियल कमर्शियल पर्पज रे आमर 3 फेज सप्लाई निया होउची, सेठी आमर 30 एम्पियर रु फ्यूज रेटिंग रु आरंभ करी आमर अछि अप टू 300 एम्पियर, एंड द सप्लाई वोल्टेज इज 440 और मैक्सिमम 500 वोल्ट. And a thick wire is used as neutral link. आमर 3 phase supply रे आमर गोटे neutral link रहुची, that is neutral link. आमर 3 phase supply रे गोटे neutral link रहुची, and फ्यूज रेटिंग आमर केमती कैलकुलेट करा जाए, आमर जेते टोटल लोड जेती की हेई थाए सेथिरे आमे 1.5 मल्टीप्लाई करू, दैट इज शॉर्ट सर्किट करंट. दैट मीन्स आमर जेते बेले टोटल लोड आमर दिया होउची, टोटल लोड रो मैक्सिमम 1.5 टाइम्स आमे एक्स्ट्रा करंट सी टॉलरेट करि परिबो डिवाइस. ताठू अधिका हेले आमर that will be dangerous for the appliances that is used. So सेथि पई कि आमर I am giving an example. I am giving an example. Suppose one room. I am giving one example. Suppose one room, आमर गोटे रूम रे वन ट्यूबलाइट वन ट्यूब अबाउट 60 watt. Suppose one ceiling fan used, one ceiling fan of 40 watt and one socket of 100 watt. Suppose one incandescent lamp of 100 watt. So total amaro load से room रे केते हला amaro total wattage will be 60 plus 40 plus 100 plus 100 ताले amaro 100 300 watt. So it is coming 300 watt. आमर सप्लाई वोल्टेज होची 230 volt. Suppose आमे पावर फैक्टर विल कंसीडर पावर फैक्टर. Suppose we will consider power factor is equals to 1 unity. So our load current will be, that is our 300 watt by 230 into 1. So how it is coming? Our power expression is for single phase supply VI cos phi. So I will be P by V into cos phi. So from this current will be around 1.5, suppose around nearly 1.5 ampere. So this is our total current taken by the room, but for fuse selection we will take total current into total, we will take total current into 1.5. So this will come 1.5 into 1.5, that is equals to 2.25 ampere. But our force less than 800 watt normally we are using, for any sub circuit we are using 5 ampere. So minimum rated current for fuse is 5 ampere. However, if the load would have been greater than 300 wattage, so at that moment, suppose any load coming around, the load current is coming around 4 ampere suppose. So at that moment our short circuit current into 4, that is 6 ampere, which is greater than 5 ampere. At that time we are using fuse rating more than 5 ampere. So this is the way we are selecting the main switch rating. So next, next is distribution board. So main switch selection, next after that distribution board. Distribution board comes if load exceeds 800 watt or 1000 watt. जदि आमर लोड 800 कि 1000 watt रु अधिका हैला ताहले आमे डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बोर्ड यूज करिबा. सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बोर्ड आमर सो डिफरेंट सेक्शंस, सपोज आमर 1 2 3 4 सेक्शन. सपोज आमर 4टा रूम अच्छी, एव्री रूम रे आमर होची suppose this is our this is energy meter, then after that this is main switch, next main distribution board. So suppose amara 4 areas, amara this is sub distribution board 1, sub distribution board 2, sub distribution board 3, sub distribution board 4. So amara main distribution board ru amara 4 branches are taken. So these 4 branches are given here. This is the 4 branches, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 branches are taken for different sub distribution board. Next, after distribution board, for different rooms, for different switch boards, different places, we will use some Indian electricity rules. So condition for domestic installation, that is height of switchboard must be 1.3 meter to 1.75 meter from floor. Suppose this is the ground level, this is the wall. So switchboard should be placed, switchboard, suppose this is the location of switchboard. So switchboard, this is the suppose ceiling or roof. So switchboard should be located 1.3 meter. So this distance from ground is 1.3 meter to 1.75 meter. So switchboard should be located maximum 1.75 or minimum 1.3 meter from ground level. So next is height of distribution board must be 1.5 meter to 1.75 meter. Similarly, distribution board what we have discussed, that should be 1.5 meter to 1.75 meter from floor. Next, bottom of ceiling fan. Suppose this is the ceiling. So bottom of the ceiling fan should be 2.75 meter. So that means suppose this is the ground level. So this ceiling fan should be at a height of 2.75 meter from ground level. So all lamps should be fitted with a minimum clearance of 2.75. So suppose this is the wall. So here suppose lamp, incandescent lamp is there. So it will also be 2.75 meter, same height from the floor. So all lamps should be fitted with minimum clearance of 2.75 meter. Load above 4 kilowatt. Suppose in a domestic installation load exceeds 4 kilowatt, greater than 4 kilowatt, at that time we will take 3-phase supply. So any building light wiring, power wiring should be separate. Suppose power wiring greater than 4 kilowatt means there should be power wiring. Suppose in a domestic installation there is power wiring, so light wiring and power wiring should be separate. Light wiring will be separately comes from the main distribution board, and power wiring should be taken separately. Next, so in main switch there will be a cutout. Cutout means that is the rating rewirable fuse that should be present in the main switch. Next, in digital meters there must be, it must show maximum demand indicator and also other apparatus will be shown in the energy meter. Next, every phase wire, that means every phase wire should be protected by suitable fuse. That means suppose in main switch, that is the highest current taken by the main switch, but every individual appliances should be protected by separate fuse unit. So in metal conduit wiring, metal conduit pipe continuously earthed. आमर जेते appliances रे metal part रहुची, that all should be connected to earth by ECC, that is earth continuity conductor, that is ECC, that is earth continuity conductor. Next, for light wiring, 3-pin socket of 5 ampere used, and for power wiring 3-pin socket of 15 ampere. So light load, for light load the rating of the socket is 5 ampere. For power load rating of the socket is 15 ampere. So next, any light, fan and load points connected, one sub circuit should be 10 points. Either amara 10 point hobo, 10 points or 800 watt. Maximum rating is any sub circuit should have 10 points or maximum of 800 watts. And any power circuit should have 3000 watt. Power circuit, maximum of load, power circuit maximum is 3000 watt. And the rating of fuse any circuit should not be less than half of the capacity of the lowest size conductor. That means amara different conductors are used according to load requirement. So amara fuse ra capacity should be lowest size cable. That means amara jota lowest size cable jaichi tar rating anusare ame fuse ra rating decide kariba. So next, the earth terminals of all 3-pin socket outlets and plugs should be permanently connected to earth wire. Sufficient number of 3-pin socket outlets should be provided at suitable places in all rooms. Amara prati room re amara 3-pin sockets rahibo. Next, बाथरूम रे आमर जदि सॉकेट्स यूज होची ताहले 1 मिनिमम 1.5 मीटर नॉट लेस देन 1.5 मीटर जदि आमर बाथरूम रे आमे यूज करूचे ताहले बाथरूम रे जो सॉकेट आमर रहिबो सो मिनिमम it will be 1.5 meter not less than 1.5 meter. Next, any ceiling fan should be 2.75 meter above the floor. Next, so earth wire आमर जदि सिंगल फेज सप्लाई अच्छी तार रेटिंग होची 14 SWG, that is SWG means 14 SWG. SWG is standard wire gauge. आमर वायर रो साइज को आमे SWG रे मेजरमेंट करू दैट इज आवर स्टैंडर्ड वायर गॉज. GI दैट इज galvanized iron. galvanized iron कौन जदि आयरन रे आमे जिंक कोटिंग दउचे जिंक कोटिंग दैट इज नोन एज galvanized. जदि आमे जिंक कोटिंग दबा iron रे that will be our galvanized iron. So galvanized iron 14 SWG is used for single phase supply and 8 SWG is used for 3 phase supply. आमर जदि 3 phase supply को आमे अर्थिंग करिबा so we will use for 3 phase supply. For domestic installation the maximum load should not exceed 6 kilowatt and for 3 phase 4 wire supply it should be properly balanced. Next, जदि आमर 5000 मीटर स्क्वायर रु अधिका एरिया रे आमर होची इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इंस्टॉलेशन होची दैट इज 1000 kVA मोर देन 1000 kVA ताहले आमर सबस्टेशंस आमर सेपरेट सबस्टेशन शुड बी इंस्टॉल्ड. नेक्स्ट, होची आमर सिलेक्शन ऑफ वायर. आमर डोमेस्टिक इंस्टॉलेशन पाई कि आमे जो वायर सिलेक्शन करिबा केतटा पॉइंट्स वी शुड टेक इनटू कंसीडरेशन दैट इज मिनिमम साइज ऑफ केबल और इंसुलेटेड वायर फॉर मेकानिकल रीजन. सो आमर मेकानिकली सेटा केते तार स्ट्रेंथ हबा दरकार सो दैट इट विल नॉट डैमेज और it will not break. Next, current carrying capacity. So current carrying capacity आमे decide करूचे current carrying capacity So current carrying capacity, types of insulation used, that is VIR or PVC or TRS, that should be also taken into consideration. Next, 250 volt grade or 500 volt grade or 660 volt grade, so that we have to take into consideration for selection of wire. Next, आमर PVC insulated aluminum conductor we are using for 1.5 mm square or 1 by 1.4 mm diameter. आमर for domestic installation we are using 1 mm square, that means cross sectional area. This is our cross sectional area. आमे वायर रो साइज को दीटा वे रे आमे वायर रो साइज को दीटा वे रे आमे डिसाइड करू. गोटे हला क्रॉस सेक्शन आ गोटे 1/1.4 mm डायमीटर. So diameter and strand, one for strand. So domestic installation पाई 1.5 mm square. आमर जदि सॉकेट आउटलेट अच्छी तापाई कि 4 mm square 1/2.24 mm डायमीटर. आमर जदि गिजर यूज होची ताहले 6 mm रो यूज हबो एंड 1/2.8 डायमीटर mm रो डायमीटर रो यूज करूचे. आ डिटेल आमे कोन नेक्स्ट क्लास डिस्कस करिवा. थैंक यू.